Hey friends, Kevin here, and today we're going to answer some questions that come up a lot. And that question is either, should I put solar on my minivan or little camper van? Do I even need solar in my minivan or little camper van? And issues like do I or do I not need solar are all part of van life or being a van dweller in some form. I'm going to tell you how to figure that out. Let's get to it. Now, as you know, I did another video recently, which was basically why you don't need solar in a camper van, little minivan that you converted into a camper. But there are going to be a few cases to where it is worthwhile to have solar. If you're not going from campground to campground, especially you are in the West or you plan on being in the West and you are going to be going days at a time just on government land and trying to find cheap or free campsites, then you're going to have more thought go into electrical stuff. But it's still going to come down to two things. One, you're a person that's trying to run a CPAP machine every night, which is going to require power. And while I have a little battery pack that can do something like that and run it all night, I'm the type of person that's basically on the road every day, so it has time to recharge again while I'm going from place to place adventuring. If you're the type of person that's going to go out and spend 2, 3, 5 days without moving and being set up camping in the same place, now your power requirements are going to be different. And in that case, having a solar system on your minivan is going to be worthwhile, because even with just one good quality 100-watt panel, not this crap that comes from Harbor Freight, a good quality 100-watt panel and one good quality battery, it doesn't have to be one of those $1,000 lithium batteries, but one good quality battery will allow you to run that CPAP all night. And or the number two thing, which is going to be you have a compressor refrigerator. You're going to have, just with one solar panel and a battery, you're going to end up with about $400, give or take, by the time all the wiring, fittings, everything you're going to need to do this. Let's say $400 to $500, and you're going to be $300 to $500 for one of these little fridges. So put that together, you're getting up into the $700 to $800 range. Now, if you're going to be on the road full time and you're looking at having to spend $2 or $3 a day on ice over the course of a year, then it becomes a no-brainer. That is exactly the kind of system you should go with. But most people are starting out for shorter periods of time, or they're doing a weekend here and there, and they're doing their vacations, and maybe they're doing holiday weekends. Maybe they're trying it for a few weeks or a month. And in that case, you can always do it later, but my advice would be to try it without it. I've been coast to coast 30-plus day trips without having solar on my minivan, and that includes being in the West and camping weeks and weeks at a time in free places. It's not that big a deal for us, but again, the cost is what is going to weigh this out for you. If you have the money to burn, there's nothing wrong with it. But the point I'm trying to get across is don't let not having that yet keep you from getting started and being able to enjoy getting out in nature and adventuring, hiking, whatever it is that makes you happy. Plus, after chasing ice day after day, when you finally get a system that doesn't require that, you will appreciate it a whole lot more. Having had two vehicles, one with solar, one without, I can tell you it's just not a requirement, again, unless you're going to be full-time or you just want to put that money out to do it for convenience. The good thing, though, is doing a small system, and like with my Chevrolet minivan, that solar panel will fit actually right between the racks that are on top, assuming your van has luggage racks built into it. Make installation a lot simpler. It would make being able to pull this out of one van and put it into another van much simpler also. should you change vehicles. And that is something else to keep in mind if you ever do decide to go with a solar system. The more elaborate, the bigger you go, the harder it's going to be to take that from one vehicle to your next vehicle. If you're not on the road yet, or you've just gotten on the road recently, keep this stuff as simple as possible. Do it the simple way for a while before you start trying to get into complicating things, because everything you add, not just in installing it, but in maintaining it and dealing with issues you're going to have on the road, everything you add is going to be more potential problems that you're going to have to troubleshoot once you're out in the wild. And trust me, things do tear up. Everything tears up, and usually at the worst possible time. So I may not have provided all the answers, but hopefully I've given you some things to think about. And that's the purpose of this video, to get you thinking about, do I need it? Do I not need it? When will I need it? And if I've done that, I'm happy. As for what to watch next, if you click down the description, you click down the comments of this video, the first link, you'll see links to all of the other recent videos. See if there's anything we've done based on minivans, based on larger vans, based on camping in general, based on just fun places to travel to, that you might be interested in watching next. We'll talk soon.